Oh boy. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. I'm CW, books, travels, history, and tales. Try to move on. The Earth is the only planet that's not named after like a Greek or a Roman god. Terra, wherever Terra may be. You get these things from people, Todd, you, that they get concerned about your well being. I'm always looking this old. Now I'm looking older. Well, I got days running against me anyway, so that's going to happen. But I was thinking about how good some doctors are and how bad some doctors were. And this goes back to the Gilded Age. And we can look back in England for the most part, where doctors were mostly considered automatically gentlemen, therefore being clean. But they couldn't explain how it was that women, namely well-to-do women, had their children at home and both the child and the mother survived, yet the common women who were in the wards of the OBGYN back in the 19th century would commonly die. When I say commonly, it's like 45%. That's a lot because childbirth was just kind of natural. But when you got doctors who are clean, poking and prodding several patients without washing their hands, germs who were just a misconception then. So that's it didn't come about, and automatically they just said no. Our British doctors or English doctors, they're well bred. They're naturally clean. Kind of hard to think about that right now. Ever watched what they do now? I mean, besides the COVID-19 scare where everything was plastic this, paper that, spit, gloves, double gloves. So yeah, we there are those germs now. Another illustration would be President James Garfield. Man, basically lower gut shot. He should have survived. Um, Basically a lower, well, I think a 32 round by what's his name, Gatul, who was just psycho, disappointed office seeker. I think his doctor Willard took his unsterilized finger as a probe, stuck it in the wound, probably pushed the bullet right into the liver. Way to go, doc. And then used a probe. Yeah, that wasn't enough. I think they trotted out Alexander Alexander Graham Bell for about his new device. I'm not sure if he was able to locate the bullet or not because they didn't know where it was because the doctor had already pushed it all the way around. And on top of that, he's using all kinds of electronics to locate it, but he's got the president on a mattress that's you know metal springs, so all kinds of interference. But it's kind of funny. Not really. But we learn by mistakes, right? I'm sure I'm hoping so. This week I start a new episode. Chemotherapy. As it stands, there's always a chance of microbiology affecting me in the long run. So my doctors have elected to give me 6 months of chemo. If you don't like the way I look now, you may not want to tune in later. I don't know. They're telling me it's not like that anymore. You seldom get sick. Yeah, well, we'll see. They already gave me a bunch of anti-nausea medication. I am making strides physically. And the one thing, my cancer doctor wants me to be aware of, don't lose weight. Well, that is not my goal. I've already lost 37 pounds yesterday. My shirts this is medium. Um, so try my best not to do that. Got to go into it with a positive attitude. I am going into it with a positive attitude. So far, I didn't think I would recover as quick as I have. I still got a great deal of discomfort. Still hard for me to sleep. I routinely wake up about 4:30 to 5 o'clock, and the dog and I would go out and watch YouTube, get caught up on the housing crisis and watching China fall apart, stuff like that. But it's just that's the way it's going to be. But this doesn't identify me. You know, just a guy on YouTube who doesn't quite know how to tell a story yet. But I don't care. So see if we'll get the next one because I never can do anything right. But it hurts me to set for a while. I don't know how I'm going to do it because some of these sessions take 6 hours. Like tomorrow, I've got a short session, which is it's just it's just an education session with a cancer center. They're going to try to tell me when to take my medication, I guess, how long this will last. Later on that week, I have to get a port put in so they don't have to keep drilling IVs uselessly. Have to be sedated for that. And then Wednesday, they put a pump on my port, and for 48 hours, they initiate poison into my body to target the microscopic cancers. But it's Easter, and I take happiness in that. Okay, well, that's enough of a downer for today. Just keep you updated. I'll try to put one up tomorrow and let you know how the education session went. And I'll keep you right abreast on what else could happen. See you later.